What if someone told you centuries ago that humans would walk on the moon, that empires would fall, or that entire continents would be discovered? Believe it or not, some predictions throughout history were so accurate they seem almost supernatural today. From prophets and philosophers to scientists and writers, these individuals saw glimpses of the future long before it unfolded. Stick around, because number 1 is a prediction that shaped the entire modern world. Welcome back to Deca Facts. Today we are talking about 10 historical predictions that came true. 10. The sinking of the Titanic, Morgan Robertson, 1898. 14 years before the Titanic disaster, author Morgan Robertson published a novella called Futility. In it, he described a massive luxury ship called the Titan, deemed unsinkable, that struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic and went down with far too few lifeboats. The eerie similarities to the Titanic's fate left readers stunned after the tragedy. 9. The fall of the Roman Empire, St. Jerome, 4th century. As Rome faced invasions and political chaos, Christian scholar St. Jerome warned that the empire's decline was inevitable. He predicted that the world would enter a dark age once Rome fell. His words became chillingly true when the empire collapsed in 476 AD, ushering in the medieval period often called the Dark Ages. 8. World War II, H.G. Wells, 1933. Science fiction writer H.G. Wells predicted many inventions, but one of his most chilling predictions came in his 1933 novel, The Shape of Things to Come. He foresaw a Second World War beginning in Europe within a few years, sparked by German aggression. Just 6 years later, Hitler invaded Poland, igniting World War II. 7. The discovery of the New World. Roger Bacon, 13th century. Centuries before Columbus, philosopher Roger Bacon suggested that the Earth was round and that new lands could be reached by sailing west. Though he never saw it himself, his prediction foreshadowed the eventual discovery of the Americas in 1492. 6. The atomic bomb. H.G. Wells, 1914. In his book The World Set Free, Wells described a powerful new weapon, bombs that would unleash immense destruction using atomic energy. Decades later, his vision became reality with the creation and deployment of nuclear weapons in World War II. If you're fascinated by these uncanny predictions, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to Deca Facts for weekly countdowns. Let's get back to the countdown. 5. The Great Fire of London. Nostradamus, 1555. Nostradamus, the famous French seer, predicted countless events, some vague, some shockingly close. In one quatrain, he wrote of a great fire consuming a city by the Thames. Over a century later, in 1666, London was engulfed in a massive blaze that destroyed thousands of homes. 4. The rise of Napoleon. Nostradamus. Nostradamus also wrote of a leader rising from humble beginnings who would conquer much of Europe. His descriptions eerily matched the life of Napoleon Bonaparte, who went from an obscure Corsican officer to Emperor of France, altering European history forever. 3. Mark Twain predicts his own death. Mark Twain was born in 1835, the same year Halley's Comet appeared. He once predicted he would go out with it too. Remarkably, he died in 1910, just one day after Halley's Comet reached its closest point to Earth. 2. The Internet. Nikola Tesla, 1909. Tesla, the genius inventor, predicted a worldwide wireless system that would allow instant communication, the sharing of images, and access to knowledge across the globe. Over 100 years later, his vision came true in the form of the internet and smartphones. 1. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, Gavrilo Princip's warning, 1914. This one wasn't mystical, but chillingly real. Serbian nationalist Gavrilo Princip reportedly told friends that killing the Archduke would ignite a fire across Europe. His prediction proved tragically accurate. The assassination triggered World War I, a conflict that claimed millions of lives and reshaped the world order. History has a way of rewarding sharp observation and sometimes uncanny foresight. These predictions remind us that the future often leaves shadows in the past. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy uncovering the strange and powerful echoes of history, like, share, and subscribe to Deca Facts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next countdown.